So I was just looking at the local deal messages, and I was assuming that it would be at 4 p.m., but then rereading it now, is the message, well, at least this section of the message says, "You send me your address before Saturday at 4, I'll see you then." So now I just realized that he probably leaves at 4, so it might be closer to 4:20 or 4:30 that he actually gets here then, because he's about half hour away from where I live. So yeah, it might be a little bit later than I was expecting, but it's just about 4, so it should be probably the next clip if it all goes well. So then, yeah, just finished with the deal, and so the deal was for $500 for this and this. So yeah, just the backstory one more time, because I didn't say it in this vlog, and I might have said it in a recent vlog, but it's been a couple weeks in the making for this pickup. Basically, like a couple of years back, I made a post for Chit Chats, which was my old shipping company, when I shipped with them, and they posted on their page or something about how I used Chit Chats, because at the time it was the best option around for shipping. Yeah, then it just ended up on some page on Chit Chats. I think they posted on Instagram maybe about it, I'm not entirely sure. But that was a couple years back. I haven't even shipped with Chit Chats other than for the odd package when I was picking up shipping supplies in probably a year or so now, not quite, but getting close to there. But then this guy saw one of those old pages, noticed I sold Lego. He had Lego to sell, and so he contacted me, and yeah, so then we made a deal. For reference, this here was the main deal, and this here he offered to throw in. I offered to pay the normal rate of $5 to $10 a pound for it as bulk. I said I couldn't offer anything for the instructions because in general most aren't worth much or anything like that. There are some exceptions. And then he said he just wanted to throw this all in, so this was free for the deal. And so I have this one here. And so I made a list of all of these sets that were in here. I think there was like 10 sets or somewhere around there. And then checked the 6-month sales guide on Bricklink for the sets, and then offered him a price between 30 to 50% of it. I think it was around 40% or so of the 6-month average, because I was buying in bulk to resell. So that ended up being right around $600, including delivery. Then he said that he wanted me to get a good deal, so he countered with only $450. And then I said I have to do at least $500 so that he gets something out of it too. And so then that's what we ended up on. There are some minifigures missing from the sets, but then there's also minifigures that are in here that aren't from the sets from the deal, that are probably from loose pieces from the bulk that he included for free. So the minifigures aren't all here for them. And then for those who are seeing the set here, I'm still unsure if the helmet for Sabine, the dark red one that goes for like $120 or something, I'm not sure if that's in here yet. I haven't been able to find it. I found her hairpiece, but I can't find her minifigure or that. So it's still not sure if that's in here. But then, yeah, so in this bag, which is the most exciting one, we have the minifigures. So just let me grab my chair. So just some highlights of this. Let's actually bring the light down here, and then put the brush in so it doesn't go weird by continually lifting. So some highlights are Luminara Unduli, which is the more expensive version of her minifigure. Then we've got I feel like I should know his name, but I don't. But that's a solid minifigure. Then we've got, I think his name is Cassian or something. And we got Ugnaught. No idea who that is. And then, so some more normal Star Wars minifigures here. Then another nice minifigure. I don't know his name offhand. I got C-3PO. We got a hover tank pilot. Well, here's his torso and legs, so that one's a decent one as well. Then we've got I forget his name as well. Then we have a Death Trooper, so that's a nice one. Then we've got this one here, along with Where is it? Yeah, right here. I know this one. I think this one as well, though it might just be this one here, are from the Death Star. Let's actually check the second one. Go to Bricklink. I know that the one on the left here is. Let's check this other one, though. Scan it. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this one is also from the Death Star. So yeah, $65 to $90 is what he sells for. It's a really nice find, even though I'm pretty sure the Death Star isn't in here. For some reason, we have 2 officers from it. So that was nice. Then we've got General Hux, I think his name is. We got a good Anakin. This one, I think I sold her head for like 12 bucks one time. Got this guy, don't remember his name. It sounds real familiar. I know that guy's got a decent amount of minifigures. Then we've got Commander Gree. We've got a older Luke mixed in, although his head has bite marks. At least I think there's the head has bite marks. And then we've got a Rebel pilot, Kashyyyk Trooper, Rey, another Rey, Rebel Trooper, Senate Commando, this guy, Shore Trooper, that guy, this one, yeah, just some other interesting ones here. Oh yeah, then K something. Obi-Wan, another hover tank pilot. We've got parts of Kylo Ren. We got his cape and his helmet. So yeah, then there's just some interesting ones there that doesn't perfectly match the sets. Like I mentioned, there's some in here that aren't in the sets and vice versa. Actually, here's Kylo Ren's torso and legs, I think. So there's that. I don't know where his head is, though. So then next up, what we've got is just this first random bag. It's got some older classic space stuff in it. And then one of the highlights of it is this old classic space windscreen that's worth a few bucks, so that's nice. Oh, there's a Jango Fett helmet in there for some reason, even though there's no Jango Fetts in here, so that's nice. And so there's that one. And then next up, we've got this one here, which has just some random parts and a used sticker sheet. Based off of that design that looks like it's from either Obi-Wan's or Anakin's Starfighter. Then we have this bag here, which has this, which is a really nice one. It is the windscreen from the gunship, I'm pretty sure. So that is a very unexpected find. It's like 20 bucks or so, if I remember correctly. So then that's those there. The light gray version of that might be a little bit. Then next up is this box, a instruction manual, and then a skateboard from the Green Goblin or something. No idea on that. And so this is some more normal bricks. I don't, oh, well, here's a Nindroid there. Yeah, nothing too crazy in this one, I don't think. So there's that one there, put that on the side. Then in here, there's a random Kenobi figure, another instruction manual, a bag full of some parts along with a Lego minifigure and a fake figure. Got the Geonosian planet thing, a Zamboni. It's getting close. And then just some more miscellaneous parts. Here. There's some armor here for a Chima figure, but I don't think there's many figures in that box. But this looks like it might be parts from the one clone Count Dooku ship thing, for the one that's got Cody, Count Dooku, and stuff like that. And then we've got the boat from the one Chima set, the crocodile one. That is not Lego there, but then there's that. Then there is still Lego in this box here. It's kind of all mixed together. So then that set is in here. I think this one is that one is. Then that one is. This one here. Oh yeah, that one is too. Or no, is this one in here? I'm not sure about that one anymore. This year's Kylo Ren's shuttle, I think. So then that one's there. Just some Chima ones. More Chima. Instructions for the 501st Battle Pack. That might have a little bit of value. Probably nothing too crazy. Oh, and it's damaged a bit. So let's just take out some more of these. Oh, that one ripped. Instructions. I don't think that one's in here. And what I'm curious is if the dark red helmet is in here somewhere. Yeah, oh no, that's a different one again. Or is that? Okay, that's the one I was thinking might be here. Is Count Dooku not in that set? I thought that was Count Dooku's. Oh no, that is it? I don't know. It might be a Geonosian fighter. But then, yeah, just a couple more instructions for that stuff. Lego Movie instructions. Chima. Star Wars. More instructions. Just pushing the box off the table. More instructions. Battle Pack. Monster Fighters. And what's I'm hoping is with a lot of these is that I should be able to get some dimensions on Bricklink for them. So that'll be nice for these guys. Obi-Wan, Ezra's thing, Emmett minifigure, just in a bag, and then some roller catch zinc things there. Got a boat. Actually, I'm surprised that's like I thought it wasn't for a minute. Some more roller catch zinc. So let's see what's in here. We got a Chima torso. We've got a Luke head. We've got Sabine's hair. That's the one that I'm hoping that we've got the dark red helmet in here for. There's a Stone Army Warrior. Techno blade from Ninjago. I forget the name. Then some more bulk stuff here. Who knows? Wing. Yeah, I'm not seeing that dark red helmet in here anywhere. Here's a Lloyd minifigure, so that's a nice one. And a J one. So yeah, then that's and what's his name? Super Battle Droid there. And just some miscellaneous parts and stuff like that. So that's what's in that one. And then in here we've got random bucket with some random stuff in it. So there is that one. Then we have first up this ship here. I'm not sure if that one was part of the ones that we checked the value of for the offer. Then we got this bag here, which has it's got the Overlord in it. Oh, I didn't even see that one. That's a $70 minifigure or so. Not quite, but close, because that armor I sold for like 30, the legs for about 20, and then the torso, head, and helmet are a bit not too valuable though. But then as a complete figure, probably decent. Then we got a Samurai X. And we got a Nindroid and a random Garmadon torso with I forget whose legs that is, and then a Senate Commando head, Harry Potter head. Oh, there's the Overlord's helmet and a Chima minifigure, and this year is also part of the bulk throw-in. Then we've got this here, which is something, but that's about as much as I know. And then we've got another instruction manual for this one here. And yeah, this here is the one that I was wondering if Finch Dallow might be in, but I'm pretty sure that this is the non-Finch Dallow version of the set. So the more common one, have another instruction manual here for defensive crate, I think that is. Then I was actually looking in here when I was looking for the helmet, and we've got another minifigure in here, which is the dark tan rebel, no, not rebel, imperial guy. So there's that one. But yeah, then still curious if we'll find the dark red helmet anywhere. I'm pretty sure it's from this set, at least. I might be mistaken about that though. So I'll just set this here. And then we've got the walker, which is dropping a few parts. So we got that guy there, drooling or something. Then we've got a variety of bags. I don't know which set this is from, but there were several bags. Curious if there's any minifigures in them. We'll see. I doubt it though, because they probably had all their minifigures out on display or something. Yeah, I'm not seeing any minifigures in these bags. So there's that. Then we've got Anakin's Starfighter. I wasn't sure which version it was when I made the offer, because there's two versions of this that are difficult to tell apart, because this was tucked away in the corner of the picture. But they are within like $15 of each other. So then here's Obi-Wan's Starfighter, and did I just see what I think I saw? Yes, I did not see that one either, but I do think that is one of the minifigures for these sets. Unless that there's actually the one from the Death Star, but I don't think so. I think it's just the one from the one set here, but we'll check. Should be this guy here. Okay, yeah, it's not the Death Star one. Okay, so it is from that one there. So yeah, that's the helmet that I was looking for, because we have her hair, and that's where I pulled the pilot out of. But we're also like missing that guy and stuff like that. So there is that, unless he's in here too somewhere, which is possible. But then there's that one. Then we've got the crate defense one, and a lot of the stuff is extremely dusty. So there is that. No minifigures in there. So then next up we have this thing, and I'm not, well, that fell off. And I'm not entirely sure, but I know some of these windscreens are worth a lot of money, so that one might be one of the ones that's like 20 bucks or so. So we'll have to see on that. Then we have well, that fell off as well. This thing, from the one that I was curious if there's Finchdello in here. So we have that. This thing is definitely going to be falling. Oh, there's almost missed a small bag of screws. We also had a line distance checker thing that had a tack in it, so that was interesting. More from that set. Then this one here, I didn't offer for. I offered to pay bulk for it, but it's just an incomplete version of the one Ninjago set, so I offered to pay bulk price because it was incomplete, and so, but they just included it with the bulk for free, so that was nice. Here's more of the Defense of Crate, random not instruction, sticker sheet again. Then we got Kylo Ren's shuttle, so there's that guy. I'm not sure if this thing opens, running out of space here. It does kind of open, but I don't think there's any minifigures in here. So there's that. Then we got the turbo tank, which opens up a bit here, but yeah, no more minifigures in there. But there's the turbo tank from Luminar on Dually. Here's more of the Ninjago set, but yeah, and that is the deal. Got for 500 bucks. Well, 501 because I sent them $1 to confirm the thing. But I'd say that was a very good deal. And yeah, amazing seller that they were very kind for the pricing. So that was real nice of them. But yeah, then I have lots of work to do. I'm going to probably start by going through the instructions, try to see if any of them are missing dimensions on Bricklink, and just get those out of the way. If they have no value, then keep them on the side if I sell any of the sets as complete, or else I'll recycle them. But then, yeah, I'll get to work now. So it is finally time to vacuum the basement again. It has been a little bit because I never have any free time, and that's gone now. And so yeah, then can work on that. I just finished going through a good amount of the instruction manuals. I've got a few smaller ones that I might list. I'm not sure yet. I've got some ones that, like this one here and these two have some value, so I will probably list those. But then these three here are ones that are missing dimensions on Bricklink. However, this one's missing its cover, so I can't exactly get an accurate dimensions thing from it. Then we've got this one, which is only book 1. It doesn't have book 2. And then this one here is book 3, but I don't have book 1 or book 2. So just in case I'm somehow missing it, and they are somewhere, I'm currently not going to get rid of them, but then once I just double check, make sure that I'm not missing any of them, then those will end up in the recycle. But then was able to end up getting dimensions for 28 items, or well, one of them I added the weight as well, and then one of them was a sticker sheet. So deduct 2 or 3 from that, because sticker sheet to weight, weight to volume, and weight for instructions. So 25 of the instruction books didn't. So then let's just check this here, 35603, and it's this sticker sheet here. Okay, it does have dimensions. What's it from though? Okay, so it's from this one here. Those Morpheres are probably a little bit valuable. I'm curious. Let's just check real quick. Yeah, it's a Morphere. $1.13, not too crazy. But then yeah, there's 2 stickers on there, so I'll put that there. But then let's just check. I don't see any of the Morpheres. I'm assuming they're supposed to be down there, and they aren't there. So there's that. And then from this set here, I thought that it might be this windscreen that has some value, but it's not that one. It's actually this one here. This one is like $2-3, but then this one, at least without the stickers, is like almost $20. So that's a nice one there. Still checking to see if I missed any other minifigures, but yeah, then I am going to vacuum the basement, and that's actually a nice door mechanism that closes and opens really smoothly. But yeah, then I'm going to vacuum the basement, and then try to just clean off the table, get things sorted out, and all that fun stuff. So then while cleaning, I remembered that this basket exists that has instruction manuals from, well, that didn't work out. What is he? Okay, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Okay, I remember that this basket exists that has the instruction manuals from the previous haul. And so what I'm going to do is, since I had kept them initially because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them, but now that I know that except for the 2 modulars, they are all going to be parted out. So I'll take out those ones, confirm that all the other ones have dimensions and aren't worth too much, and then put them in recycle and free up some space. So now what I'm going to work on is I have this box here from the pickup from the $2,000 one from the other day, other month or something at this point. And so I wasn't sure what I was going to use this box for, but I finally know what to use it for. For this lot, I'm going to first take all of the minifigures out like I normally do, and let's put that back there. And then put them into this bag here, and then put that bag on the stack of bags over there. And then all of the loose parts like this and this base plate and all that stuff, I'm going to put into this container for the normal bulk. And then with that, I can easier store it with my other bulk that I just have sitting everywhere. And then whenever I get around to processing it eventually, I can then get the stuff I need then. But then looking at this, I don't even know if anything in here other than for that figure is actually Lego. The rest of it, maybe that 1x1 like Lifter thing might be, but the rest of it doesn't even look like Lego. So yeah, then I'll basically just like open up this bag, dump it in and stuff like that. And yeah, I know that there's like the windscreen from the gun shop. At least I'm pretty sure that. I want to double check that though, just in case I'm mistaking it. Windscreen. gunship, although, of course, I wrote that wrong. Gunship. And of course, that's spelled wrong as well. Okay, so then let's look here. We've got the silver one, so it's most likely this one here. And then, yeah, so this one goes for 16 to 31 dollars. But then, yeah, then this one I will still just leave in the stuff, and then add that to the thing. Although I will take out the Magna Droid body thing, because that's minifigure stuff. But then, yeah, just dump it in there and then rinse and repeat with all this other stuff, because I just do not have time to go through everything. So I'll take out minifigure parts, nothing else, and just put everything else in here, and it'll store away a lot easier than if I tried leaving it in these original boxes. But yeah, then I'll take out all of these sets and keep them separated. Done. So just getting to work now, and I think I actually finally figured out why my chair is bent like that, because after a while I started figuring out that that was probably not normal or good for the chair. So I took a bit of a closer look, and let me just get some of these lights real quick. So yeah, then I took a closer look at the chair, and it seems like I might have somehow split. Let's see if I can find it again. I saw it, yeah, right here. Split the metal. It's supposed to, this piece of metal is part of this, and then that's what sits on the chair thing here. But you can even see it a little bit. There's just some stuff there. So I think it might have been welded in a few places together or something like that. But yeah, then that is why the chair is not doing too well. And yes, I tried. You can pull down on the back of the chair and it'll look all perfectly straight. But then as soon as you sit on it, it just goes right back to being bent. And I'm sure if I do that more than a few times, it'll just snap the entire thing clean off, like I did with my previous light, where the beam here just snapped off. So there's that. So it's good to know on that situation. Got my new bags in the mail today because I was running out of the old ones. Only had one pack of 100 left, so I'll put those in my thing and then put the new thing of bags up here in its spot. And so there's that. Then most of the dimensions for the instructions were approved, so that's good. And I did ask the admins because I couldn't figure it out, but which it's not that pile, I don't think. Actually, no, it probably is this pile somewhere. Let's see. It's not that. Okay, it's these ones here. Because the bend on them, it looked so real. I thought it might have been bent from the set directly. I looked up some videos. I couldn't find it proof for either way. So then I asked them, but I submitted it for the dimensions bent. Then they said that they were not bent in the set, so I'll resubmit that. Then a whole bunch of the parts were approved, like torso, armor, legs, stuff like that. Just waiting on the 2 cloth pieces for the one for Qui-Gon and the one for Saw Gerrera. And then the box that the 2 cloth pieces were in there, but everything else has now been approved, so that's good, and I can work on that. So yeah, then I'll work on the bags, then I'll work on instructions, then I will work on the sets, get the inventories ready to go now. Then after that, probably take another look at possibly trying to get that stuff sorted out a bit more. Not sure yet though, but I'll figure out what I'll do after that. Depending on how soon this stuff might be approved, then might be able to get it done sooner than later. Although still waiting for this one, so that one's not done yet or anything. But yeah, then I'll get to work. So then now finished with the stuff I mentioned, got the inventory stuff done, and this here's one level too much up for some reason. But then, so yeah, then the chair is currently sitting on the side because a family friend is dropping by later today with a welder, and so then they'll also see if they can maybe take a look at that or something like that. So then everything is approved now. The cardboard sleeve that was pending approval was rejected because apparently the Bricklink admin team met last week, like online or something, and decided that cardboard sleeves from new sets won't be added to the catalog anymore because, as you can see, these ones here, you can just simply open it and close it. If I can... Oh, well, that didn't work. But luckily I had already confirmed all those extras. But they can be easily opened and closed without damaging it or anything to see what's inside, compared to the original reason why these things were added, which is because you wouldn't know what's inside. So since now all of them you can easily open and close, then there's no real need for them anymore. So I think that the other one was approved from the other set, so that might have ended up being the last one added to the Bricklink catalog from new sets, potentially, though there might have been ones since. I'll double check that I picked them all up in a minute. So then that was approved. I double checked the inventory, that's all good to go. Inventories for all the minifigures are good to go. Inventories for all the torsos are good to go. Same with this one here. They said that tomorrow they're going to take a look at the message there. All of the new PCCs are added, so that's all done. And so now it's time to get back to work. I still have the 5 copies of this set and 5 copies of this set to part out, but I can't do that till the inventories are approved, so I can't do that today, so I won't be able to work on that right now. So I might end up trying to just get this stuff put into shoe boxes or something, and I found another brick that fell, and just get that all sorted out. Luckily I vacuumed just Saturday, I think it was, so the floor is a lot cleaner for all those parts that fell, so that's all good. But yeah, then I'll get back to work. So yeah, then since working upstairs right now on installing a mount for our TV, I might start pulling some orders a bit sooner. Let's just look to see how many lots there is. On Brick Owl, there is 1,262 items in 30 lots. One order, they ordered a whole bunch of plates. I don't think that I have to count for any of that, because I think they just bought all of them. Yeah, right here they bought all of the black 1x2 used plates I had, so that is going to be easy. And then on Bricklink, there is just over 500 lots, so that is going to take a while. Because yeah, that, like, these 3 orders here will probably take a couple hours or so at least for all of that. But yeah, then I probably will start pulling orders a bit sooner. It's not even 7 yet, so I can have a bit more time to work on the TV mount upstairs and finally get that all sorted out, because we started working on that like a year ago, but then we never finished, so trying to finish that up now. But then had a nice order that is really helpful. Right now it's a whole bunch of Bionicle parts, and almost all of them were in drawers, because at the time of listing them they were small enough to like put these types of parts into drawers, but they take up a lot of space, so I was able to completely empty 4 drawers and largely empty a lot of other drawers, because all but these 3 medium blue parts, this figure and this mask and the magazine, all of them besides that were in the drawers, and only these are the new parts. So yeah, definitely cleared up a lot of drawers. And then someone commented about the Canada Post rate for parcels and stuff like that compared to nowadays, and they brought up a good point that I didn't think of, is that with Canada Post rate for the shipping of that box being only, I think it was like 80 cents cheaper than nowadays, because I compared the Canada Post rate from back then to the Stallion Express rate, which is much cheaper, and that's because I was, in my mind, I was thinking of the current commercial rate, because they're shipped by, I believe it was Kellogg's, though I may be mistaken on that, and so then they are a large company, so they would have had the equivalent of whatever the, if there even was such a thing as commercial rates back then, like 30 years back, and so then I just went with the current commercial rates for that nowadays when I was doing the numbers. But then for anyone curious, the Canada Post Post cost directly is about $9 as opposed to the $5 for the non-Canada Post option. So then instead of going up 80 cents more, it would have gone up about $4.80 or somewhere around there more over the past 30 some odd years or so. So it's gone up a bit more if you do compare it directly to Canada Post. But if you do compare commercial rates from now to whatever the equivalent was back then, it's only gone up about 80 cents or whatever the number was. But yeah, that was a good point that I didn't think of. Your time. So yeah, then I was able to pull a decent amount of the orders yesterday. However, since then I've had even more. So I'm just getting the page up real quick. Don't want to show anything. Just loading slowly. There we go. So yeah, then I pulled, let's see here. Let's get that there. So I pulled these ones here. I still have all these. And well, that's that one came in. So finally finished pulling orders, and this is the very first time, at least I think, that the iPad used to pull orders actually died before we could finish pulling the orders. It took that long to pull the orders. So there is that. Let's get that lined up, and oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so you can see it's got that battery thing there. So yeah, then just pulled all of the orders. Now, still have a few on eBay actually need to grab real quick. That sold again, but yeah, then a lot of stuff sold. So yeah, very good shipping day. Actually, let's just grab that last one from eBay, which is Indiana Jones again, right here, 15 bucks. So that's that. Then there, add that to the rest of the stuff. But yeah, then I'll just see how much shipping out today, and then get to work on shipping. It's already almost 5:30. So then total, we're shipping out $1,473.50 today. So not bad. And then the other thing that I forgot to mention is that it isn't only that the iPad died while pulling orders, but we also ran out of cups while pulling orders. Had to put a few of the things into bags to free up some cups for the rest. But yeah, definitely the first time that has happened. Yogurt time. So then just got this in the mail today. It's another 5-pound auction that I won. This one was extremely cheap for what it is. I think part of the reason why it went so cheap is because there's a whole bunch of containers mixed in this one that throw off the weight a whole bunch. And so that just made a lot of people not interested in it for some reason. But there's lots of real decent parts like shield. Here, there's a Urkai shield with a handprint. There's and there's a Hot Wheels apparently. Then there's also this bright light orange hair, which I just sold for like $8 the other day, or $7 or something. So there's still a lot of decent parts in here. And this one here, one for only, I think it was $302 Canadian for the entire thing, and it's like 5.6 or 5.8 pounds. So really good auction, although there's a lot of fake parts in here and stuff as well. But not that bad of a price. Normally these ones here, the non-minifigure ones, go for closer to $500 to $600, sometimes even a little bit more. But $300 is not bad at all for this one. So then this will get added to the pile. Let's just move this one here. And then we can place this one here, and we are getting closer to our 200-pound goal, but that is still a while off. But then, yeah, today going to work on some stuff helping someone with a laptop, so that would take a little bit of time, so I won't be able to get as much done, but the inventories are slowly being approved, so all the inventories have been approved now, except for the inventory for this one, and then both sets. But then all the inventories for like the torsos and all the other minifigures from this one and stuff, all that's been approved now, so that's good. So just waiting on that stuff. But then potentially might be able to start parting out those things later, depending on if the inventory is approved sooner or later. Yeah, so I'm using this chair now. I might have already said that in a previous clip, I don't remember, because the other one's just too far gone at this point. So yeah, then I'll get to work.